Hi everybody, and welcome to your interactive daily tarot advice. This is for Thursday, May 10th. I'm going to pull an overall energy from the Gaia Oracle. So if you are not interested in that, today we have the Advancing Life, Whispers of Love, Madame Endora Fortune, and the Wicca deck. Timestamps are below. So let's see what today's overall energy is. Oh, okay. Well, we actually had, let's see, 5 fly out, but this was like the one that flew the furthest, so I feel this is the most significant. This is the Goddess of Creation, Transformation, Creativity, Wholeness. The energy of this is really speaking to the fact that you need to allow yourself some rest and relaxation, some play. Even if you're really focused on achieving something, getting something worked out, whatever it is where you've been funneling all your energy, is time to take a break from that. Like, it will not affect your manifestation or your momentum, whatever. But this is like, hey, to keep these creative juices flowing, to keep your gas tank full so you have momentum to continue to move forward, and motivation and enthusiasm and excitement, it's time that you kind of take a rest. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out and experience some emotions that aren't real. So if you get exhausted and you don't recognize that's what's happened, you know, you're going to start experiencing blockages and failures, and it's just a bunch of like weird little stuff, and that will get your mind going, you know, oh my God, is this the right thing? Am I doing? And you know how it goes, right? So this is saying, listen, that's where you're headed, so you need to like slow down, take a break, relax, have no fear that anything will be lost, because it won't. This is the universe saying, hey, I give you permission to relax that mind, to relax those emotions, to give yourself permission for today, to take the day off from the mental stress, from, you know, pushing towards the dream, the achievement, the deadline, whatever. Just let it all go today. Give yourself the permission to just be in peace, and it will recharge your batteries. And what comes from that is much better than what would come from if you just kept pushing through, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'll briefly go through these others since they all flew out, because I feel like, you know, after looking at them, they are definitely connected. And I'm sorry guys, I'm a bit distracted and kind of sad today, so just trying to get through this for you guys, because I know you guys look forward to this. So thank you for giving me a distraction, because it's nice. But that's all I'm going to say, or I'll start crying now. Damn Saturn, right? This freaking review crap we're going through. Anyways, we have the reflection card, and look at, I was noticing this. This is 13, 33, 37, 35. So we got that 3 thing going on. And there's like 3 little orbs here. Anyways, this is talking about how you do need to take a break and a step back, because there's some elements to the situation, to the person, to the goal, whatever, even about yourself, that you're not seeing clearly. And you need to examine yourself within. You need to examine the situation at hand through a different lens. And taking a step back will allow that to occur very organically. So it's not forced, and you're not like, what am I missing here? It's just an organic process when you allow your mind and your emotions, your energy to relax and just settle and be still for a minute, okay? Because now we have the healing heart, reconnecting with your true nature. So this is saying that something has kind of distracted you or steered you off your path, and it's most likely you allowed that to happen because there's something that's hurting inside of you that you don't want to face head on, or maybe you weren't even quite aware that it was still a part of you. But, you know, whatever the energy is going on, it's like stirring that up, shaking that up, and you're coming into the recognition of that. And, you know, what you do want is like happiness, solution, harmony, fulfillment. And many of you, not all of you because this is general, but many of you, this is about a relationship that's very significant, whether it's like a friend or a family member or an ex-love. This is like where the energy, where you're feeling it and it's real, but this is the universe saying, listen, you're feeling this because it's time to let it go. There's just, the time has come. Let it happen, because that's where the fulfillment comes into play, and your harmony is restored. So whatever this means for you, allow yourself to return to it within, even if it hurts really bad, because it's so strong in this moment, because you have the ability and the power to overcome it and let it go. You followed the advice of these two cards right here. Alright, so those are the overall energy, which was like a whole little reading all in itself, right? So I'm going to get right in, and I'm going to start with the advancing life. So if you listen to the overall message, go ahead and click the timestamp for the other decks. Alright, so let's see what's going on for those of you who were attracted to advancing life. So give blessings. This is fire energy. It's prayer, which is coming from your spirit, really. But, you know, whatever you're asking about, today is a day for you to give in any way that you can. The energy of that, and noticing all the things in your life that give to you and are blessings to you. You know, and I know when things are just really hard and everything's going wrong and you don't have enough money for this, and you know, your heart's broken and like everything in the world is wrong, it is so hard to look around you and say, I am grateful for this, right? But if you can find it in you somehow, some way, to see what's beautiful in your life, I promise you it will pull you through, it will elevate you. And also, when you are at your lowest, sometimes giving to others is the medicine that you need. And I know that's the truth from personal experience, because, you know, sometimes when you're really hurting, you don't feel like there's anything left inside of you, but there is. And that's where spirit comes into play. And you can give from that space, okay? So let's pull some tarot cards to see what that's about exactly. I won't even lie, guys. Ooh, I'm struggling. But that's the thing, like, when it hurts, you just you gotta push through. And this is such a perfect example of that. This is, you know, the King of Wands, and I don't really feel like this is speaking about a person. This is speaking more about the energy, where things that you thought were resolved or that you had made your mind up about, they're just surfacing. So like you see this big serpent coiled around the tree. Well, on this side, it's just a little salamander. But over here, it's blown up to this, which is serpent wisdom is really about the spirit, the soul. It's deep, deep stuff. It's not an intellectual thing whatsoever, even though you may, you know, play out thoughts and whatever about what you're feeling inside, but it's in your soul. It's inescapable. You cannot get away from it. So if that speaks to you, you know, just give. Turn away from it if it's just too much. And, you know, when you feel a bit more balanced, you can return to it and you'll feel better and you'll be able to see things more clearly, okay? So, this flew out. I'm sorry that I just... Ooh. Next we have the Page of Cups. This is water energy. And this is about kind of going inward, like, you know, not expressing what's going on. There's a lot going on inside of you, a lot, very compatible with this card right here, but you're not expressing it outwardly. You're keeping it to yourself. It may be that you don't want to burden anybody else, or it may be that what you have to say or what you're feeling is just something you don't feel like you can talk to anybody about. But this is being really inside of yourself. And then we have this, and what's kind of beautiful about this card, even though this side is, you know, scary and we're fighting and things are just not okay, on this side of the card there's nothing worth fighting for. If you look at the landscape, okay? So sometimes when things are really easy and everything's going well and, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, everything's safe and comfortable, is that really worth fighting for? Or is it when things aren't always okay and there are disagreements and we don't always understand each other, but it's worth fighting for? Okay? So, if you're at odds with somebody today, close yourself off from the arguing, the fighting, the erupting, because with this, whatever it is, it's worth fighting for, but it's not worth fighting each other. Okay? Whether it's, because this is, I'm sorry, this is between you and a person. Like, we have a fire sign and we have a water sign here, and then we have these two people and they're battling, okay? But it's not like this explosive argument. It's deep stuff. Like, we're both coming from our souls here, you and the other person or persons involved. It's soul, it's deep, it's real, it's, you know, a volcano going on inside of you. But it's like, I'm closed off. I'm not gonna, you know, talk about this, but I'll fight you. Don't fight each other. Like, don't fight each other. It's not worth it, because the battle really isn't between the two of you. It's the difference that's between the two of you, and there is always a solution. And I'm telling you, on this side, it's worth fighting for. So, you know, give that, know that, feel that, see that, and when you're ready, when you're emotionally balanced enough, then you can approach this. When you're not wanting to fight the other person, but you're wanting to, you know, find the solution, even if that is, you know, goodbye, or we can move on from this, or let's try this instead. Just don't close off entirely, but disconnect yourself until your emotions are steady and balanced enough to where, you know, you're not going to say and do things you don't mean. So think twice today about what you say to somebody you love in anger, because it's not what you really mean later. All right? So those are the messages that I have for you. Those of you who were attracted to Advancing Life Oracle, I am wishing you guys a great day. Alright, so let's see what let's see what Whispers of Love has to say. Oh my goodness gracious. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So this kind of plays a little bit, this first card, into the message for the Advancing Oracle, because it's all about, like, don't speak to the one you love or your loved ones in anger today, no matter what. Like, pull back because you don't mean it. You don't, it's and like stirred up emotions, you know, the anger. And if somebody's coming at you angry and you're like, what? Where is this even coming from? Again, it's just like this stirred emotion. And this is saying, you know, if you can't speak nice, then just be like, we need to take 5, because you don't want to say things like with this. It's if you say things out of anger and frustration and upset emotions, you're really going to regret it later. It's not going to be what you mean. It's just your emotions speaking at the time. Also with this, today is a really good day to just, you know, whatever comes out of your mouth, try to make it positive to others. Hey, you know, you really look nice today. Hey, I like your shoes today. Oh, that's a really cute purse. Oh my God, I love your lipstick color. Oh my God, girl, look at your nails. You know, those are fuego. You just, today is a day of that type of energy and to flow with it. And it's just like there's reward in that energy. Okay, so be loving, be tender, be open, be vulnerable. So let's pull some tarot to see what we can add to that. Okay. So we have the Hermit in this position, the Knight of Pentacles in this position, and we have the Queen of Cups in this position. And I'm going to go ahead and pull you the next card just because I feel like earth energy and water energy is quite important for this, because we have earth, and then this is water. So some of you today, this could be about a Virgo, because this is the Hermit, and then we have, you know, the Earth Knight, which would be Virgo, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Sorry about that. Total brain freeze. But then we have this water energy, which could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it's like there's 2 people involved with you today that this could be talking about, or this is between like you and another person. And so what I see is, I don't know that there's communication. There may be, because we do have speak the language of love, but with the Hermit here, it's like somebody's kind of separated themselves, disconnected themselves. They're in thought, they're kind of soul searching. And then this is a very patient energy, like, I will wait, you know, tell me what you need, tell me what you want. And this here is an energy of, you know, loving, tender, nurturing, spiritual. But then here, you know, it pours over into this, but then this adds an element of romance to it. So I feel like some of you, this is about a friendship or a work relationship, and for others of you, this may very well be about a romance. But no matter what, if you have some love in your heart, speak it. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid. You know, express what you feel. Because I think, you know, with the Hermit here, it's like some of you are holding this all in for quite some time. And then you know, maybe you've been talking to a friend about this. Could be a water sign. And she says, hey, you need to express your heart. You need to tell your emotions. So with this here, if you are feeling somebody or you have love, you want to apologize, you want to make amends, whatever it is, that, and it's been a while, like you've been holding this inside a while, this Queen of Cups says, listen, you need to express your heart. It is time to express your heart, especially if you have a love and affection for somebody that you've been holding back. And now hear me out. I get it. When you put yourself out there, you have a 50-50 chance of being rejected. But the only thing that you truly have to lose if you get rejected is your fantasy about this person or this idea. Okay? That's all you have to lose by putting yourself out there. And yeah, you know, rejection could feel embarrassing or awkward, but why should it? When you go into like a store to buy paint to, you know, paint your room, you pick the color, you know, that you are most attracted to. Does that mean any of the other colors are less? No. It's just for you, that's what you're most attracted to. And we're all energy, so like energy attracts to like energy, right? So even if you have a similar vibe going on with somebody, they may not have the same eyes for you as you have for them. But you know what? It's better to know that sooner rather than later. And don't get stuck into that hope syndrome of, you know, maybe someday, some way, if I hang around long enough. Because, you know, yeah, that might pan out, but you don't want somebody like that. You don't want somebody like that. You want somebody that sees you back. Okay? Even if you confessing kind of shocks them and they didn't even see it coming, you putting it out there opens that door for them to consider it, you know. But if they're not feeling you, it's better that you know so that you can let it go and, you know, put your energy and emotions and thoughts into somebody or something else. Because when somebody's not feeling you and you're hoping, wishing, and praying, and, you know, nothing's happening, you're just throwing your energy away, like into a black hole. So, you know, and sometimes if you've been pursuing somebody hotly and they're playing this hard to get game, if you really just let it go and say, you know what, no, you don't have to chase love. Like, love is something that just happens. Like, it just happens. You can't force it. You don't choose it. It just happens, you know? And I mean, at least for me, that's how it's worked. Like, it was just like that connection, but equal, okay? Because I've certainly had that connection and the person wasn't feeling me back. And I've had it where somebody felt that connection for me and I'm like, what planet have you been on? Because I haven't been throwing them vibes out to you whatsoever. But you know what? I'm glad for the times that I put myself out there and was rejected, because it allowed me to let go and move on and pursue other things. But when you are in that limbo and you don't know, it's too hard, man. It is too hard. I promise you. It's better to lose the illusion through rejection than to be strung out on somebody for months or years that really just never is going to fill you back. Like, Don't do it. There are, how many billions of people are on this planet, my friends? So, if your heart is throbbing for somebody, put it out there, because that is your freedom. And some of you, they're going to be like, hell yeah, I want to give you a try. I've been waiting for this. Others of you, this is a general reading. There may be rejection. That's why I'm saying you've got to take that chance without knowing the outcome. You know, everybody wants tarot to tell them what's going to happen, what's going to happen. Sometimes the universe is like, no, some things are just meant to be experienced and not known about beforehand. And you know what? When I'm really excited about something, I won't look at the cards. I won't do it because I don't want to ruin it for myself, because you know, if I'm just so excited about it and it says it's good because my energy right now, then I'll be disappointed later. And if it says, no, it's not going to work out how you feel, then I'm going to be all like a poopy diaper right now. So, no, it's sometimes you just got to go with life and see where it takes you and put yourself out there and not be afraid. Don't be afraid, okay? Because I say it always, anybody who is anybody has faced more rejection than you've even ever made yourself vulnerable. I promise you that. And if you get rejected, there's nothing wrong with you. That person's just saying, no, we're not a match, which ultimately is the universe saying that's not your match. But what about this person? What did you gain here? Because I will tell you this, you know, I was really feeling somebody and they were feeling me, and you know, when it came right down to it and I put myself out there, I got rejected. And I'm just like, wait a minute, like, you were feeling me. You can't fake the way you looked at me. You can't fake the charisma and energy between us. How can you reject me? Like, what? But I realized after I got over that he helped restore my self-esteem, because after the breakup that I had and just what I went through with that guy, I had none. I promise you that. I had no self-esteem. And this guy, I worked with him, he helped me recapture that and feel beautiful again, just by the way he would look at me. And so I believe that connection so strong to him, not because we were meant to be much of anything, but he helped me regain my self-esteem. And I'm grateful for that. And so you've got to just take your chance, because there's another time that I put myself out there and I wasn't rejected, okay? And so better get rid of the sour grapes quicker so that you can get to the juicy ones. So, you know, open up your heart today. Speak the language of love. Don't hold it in anymore. That's the message with these cards. So, I'm wishing you a very beautiful day. Take care. Okay, so let's see what's coming out with the Madame Endora fortune cards. The Siren. A temptation may lead you astray. Oh, our little siren. Listen, those of you who are drawn to this, something that may look very appealing probably isn't what you think. And you're best to leave it alone. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what they have to say. So we have the King of Cups. This could represent a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Page of Swords. This could represent a person as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And lastly, we have the Hermit, which could, this is the Virgo card in the major arcana of the tarot. So, listen, your emotions are kind of stirred about something. And whoever it's involved with, this could be a person or the situation, the energy of the situation. You need to go into contemplation mode deeper. Whatever you're thinking or feeling about it, or what you know about it today, no, don't make a choice or a decision today. Like, no matter what you're feeling, like, it's not, you need some introspection. And, you know, this right here would play in so well to the overall message that I pulled at the beginning with the Gaia Oracle. Yeah, you just don't argue either, because it's like you're dealing with somebody who gets in trouble or has done some things, and it's like the energy is finally at this place where I don't know what to do. I want to make it right, but I don't know how to make it right. I don't know how to cope. I don't know what to do. And I've got to really go within and think about it. So today, I don't feel, if you were attracted to this, I don't feel like this is a day to try to work anything out with anybody. It's really a day of introspection and deep reflection. There's something about the situation that you are just not seeing, the situation or person that you're just not seeing, and you really need to go within. And this is, you know, disconnecting from desire of outcome of what you really want. This is going into your soul and saying, universe, show me the truth, the whole truth. Like, what am I missing about this situation? What am I missing about this person? What is the right things to say? What is the right thing to do here? Because with these energies, it's almost like we're kind of at an impasse, all right? And we really don't know what we're dealing with. If you have to make a decision today, it's like there's no other way around it. You know, please reflect on it for a little bit and like meditate, like really connect to the universe. And if you can put off. You need some time with your soul to see beyond the illusion. There's definite, oh, that's so perfect with this. I honestly feel like this siren is this card right here. And you need to see things from a whole different angle, because you're missing a lot. It could be because you have upset emotions or you're angry. But before you make a decision, before you act, step back and really reflect and go within and ask for assistance from the universe. Like this, that's why I'm like, no, I feel with this pairing of cards, you're struggling. You're not able to see everything, and you know that. So connect with the universe, meditate, do a YouTube video meditation somehow, some way, ask for a sign, ask the universe, you know, maybe you can watch 5 other readings and say, bring the same message for me through at least 3 times out of these 5, okay? Just get confirmation if you make a decision today before you do it. And otherwise, step back and really go deep down in the soul. Don't get out of that head, get out of those emotions, because there is something that you're either illusioning yourself about, or somebody has illusioned you, or there's just crazy energy that you can't see through. But you will if you slow down, pull back, go within, connect to the universe. It will become clear, okay? So those of you that were attracted to this, that is your message for today. I am wishing you all the best. Okay, so let's see what the Wicca has to say. Nice. We like this. So in this particular deck, I got 2 number 12 cards and was gypped card 11, which is all about, you know, blessings and offerings of gratitude, like sowing seeds, okay? And if you got this card, this is a confirmation of it's time to plant new ideas, it's time to sow new seeds, it's time to believe in your capability, it's time to be grateful for all that we have, and recognize the cycles of our life, because what comes after this is a harvest of some kind. So with the messages that came out at the very beginning, you know, today I just felt across the board is more of a day about reflection, because oops, just if you didn't watch, I know some of you watch all of these, but if you didn't, my God, today is a day for purging, cleansing, reflection 100, and this is saying take an inventory of how far you've come. Think about any new manifestations that you would like to plan for yourself, and expect a harvest of some kind in the very near future for seeds that you've planted a while back, okay? So let's take a look at the tarot cards to see what they have to add. Okay, so we had the Two of Cups fly out, and it's on this side. So some of you, this is something you're trying to manifest in your partnership. Like, I feel like you're a couple and there's something you guys really, really want, and I feel like this is the universe saying, yes, you can have it. Or it's about to manifest, just depending on what it is, like, you'll know. And for others of you, this is about the universe giving you a confirmation that, you know, there is something really special in regards to some sort of relationship, whether it's a romance, a new friendship, a connection of some kind. Like, there's a relationship coming into your life, or a relationship already in your life that is going to help you, you know, with whatever this is, like this abundance, this harvest that you really want to achieve. And now we have the King of Pentacles, which represents earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is a king who has done very well for himself, and at this point he's kind of disconnected from things, and that could be like, this is a person that is disconnected from this relationship, or has been for some time, but is now coming back into your life with some abundance, some harvest to help you move forward, because the next card we have here is the Three of Coins on this side. So with this, I feel that some of you, and I love that this is the next card, and oh my God, we're just gonna have to, oh my God, we're gonna have to just pull the next three because they're beautiful, and I need to see a message like this. Remember how I said that something's about to manifest that you have been working on in the past? This is the confirmation of that. On this side, this is what you put out is coming back. We have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Nine of Cups. So this is something that really fulfills your heart. It's a wish. It's coming back to you. I feel like this, some of you, this is like about a job, like a job coming in. Finally, this job offer, or this job offer kind of coming out of nowhere, which is just so much better than what you've had. Or this is some person, you know, coming into your life, coming back into your life, or is currently in your life, and it's like we are expressing love. You're my wish. I want to be with you. I want to marry you. This is, you know, beautiful. Like, this is the best reading of the three. Like, it's beautiful. Something is going to manifest for you that fulfills your heart. It's a wish. It's a dream. And you've been working towards it. If you haven't been working towards anything, like, if you've just been, like, fantasizing about it and that's it, then I don't think this is talking to you. This is saying, hey, you've got to plant those seeds, and then you've got to do what you've got to do to make them grow. Sometimes we do just have to sit there and chill for a little bit till we have the inspired action. Sometimes the inspired action comes immediately. So if you are somebody who has been putting it in, this is the universe saying you're just about there, my friend. And, you know, maybe for some of you it could happen today, but because this is like the harvest is just ahead, I feel like this is confirmation that it is coming. And don't give up. Hang in there. You're going to be very happy. Somebody's going to help you out, maybe lend you money, help you get a job, help you get into a new company, help you fulfill a dream somehow, some way. But this, like, whatever it is, it's you have already been putting the energy and effort out there for it. So it's finally about to manifest. So I love this message here. It is very refreshing. So I'm wishing you guys a very beautiful day. Take care.